Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm back with Margarete Miller Monday and it's week 34. Yes, I know I'm still a little behind. Oh my gosh, this summer guys, this summer has been crazy. If you can hear tinkling, those of you who will know. And those of you who don't, welcome if this is your first video. But that is my little kitten Binks with her bell. She's playing. So let's get on with it. Week 34. So first of all, this is the pad I'm using. This is the size of it. It was just in my stash. I thought I'd use it up. Always feel good when we use up our craft supplies, don't we? And then we go and fill up with more. Anyway, this one is going to be memory keeping. Again, if you are new here, I like to do different things with my collages, and one of my favorite things to do is memory keeping. And I've had an amazing week this week, and this will be some of the memory keeping for it. So something fast. We have this vintage picture of a train. It's actually from a vintage alphabet book. A scrap from a paper pad. We have these that's like when I used to do pocket letters. These are some of the cutouts. I think I might have been sent these though. And this is popcorn and Coke can kind of lid or fizzy pop lid. A flag and architecture. So this is the picture. There is, let me get it right up so you can see, there is a flag just here. This is Tower Bridge in London, and I will tell you more about that. Text other than English. I have this out of a French comic. And then bonus tissue paper. I actually have this tissue paper, and it actually does have like Paris, Bon Appetit here. So it also has text in another language. So let's get started. So obviously I need my photo to be the sort of focal point of this. So, and then we're going to put the train on here as well. Move that over. I may even cut a little bit of it off here just to like make it a bit smaller. I may do that. Let's do that now. So yeah, this is memory keeping. Yeah, that's cool. And it is because I've got this great scrapbook. My nephew came down to stay with us for sort of half the week last week. He turned 16 this year. He he's Welsh. He lives in Wales. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I love the way that looks though, but still that could go on there. Yeah, he lives in Wales, and he came down to stay with us because I wanted to kind of celebrate parts of his like birthday. I wanted to celebrate that. I'm just laying things out and having a look. I wanted to celebrate part of his birthday, you know, of him turning 16. And we took him into London. We go into London a lot as a family. We always have, although, you know, I didn't for a while. And yeah, we took him into London. And actually, the last time he went to London was actually with us as well, when he was about 4. And we took him into London. I'm just cutting this out for, well, we did lots with him actually. He came down, we sort of met my sister halfway so that we could pick him up, and we went to a beautiful little village. Yes, we did that when we picked him up. Oh yeah, that'll go across there. Let's just like rip this a little bit or something. I don't like how perfect that is. I'm trying to have a look. We've got it again here. We've got it this side where I can rip it. It's trying to be able to rip it easier. I guess not. I guess we'll have to have it like this. Yeah, so we went to a lovely, lovely little village with an amazing stone circle. I actually used to live near that village and that stone circle. And then the day after, so his first like whilst he was here, we did lots of things. We took him to all these different activities. And one of the things we did was take him to the cinema, hence the popcorn. Just took him to lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different things. I feel like I want some white background. And one of the things we did was the Tower Bridge experience. Now, I've never done that before. I mean, I've been going in and out of London for years and years and years and years. And I used to have to commute because my university was there. So, I mean, London is somewhere I know really well and I go to a lot, and that my own children like have grown up going into London a lot. In fact, as I'm filming this, my youngest has just come down from where he lives because he's going into London today to do something. So, yeah, it's just kind of second nature to my kids to go into London and stuff. We don't live in London, but we live near enough that we're lucky enough to be able to go in really, really quickly. And we took him in. We did the Tower Bridge experience. I've never ever done that before. And I think, as I was saying, come on, Glue, you've been working all morning and now you're playing me up. It was just really nice to do something with my nephew that we've never done before. So my other son was with us too. Which was nice. So we all went in. It was an absolutely amazing day. I think it was like 27 degrees, which for the UK is hot. And it was constant sunshine. I mean, ridiculous constant sunshine. You know, people don't expect that when they come to London. And I have to admit, all the times I've been into London, at least half of it's probably had rain sometime. And my nephew was just like, oh, if it would rain just a little bit right now, because it was so hot. And just things like where he is in Wales, they don't have the underground and things like that. So like we got a train there, and then we were on the underground, on and off the underground, and the escalator, and just everything. And the Tower Bridge experience, you go up all these stairs, right? It was ridiculous how many stairs. And then this here on either side, if I get that up close, is a walkway. And you can go onto that walkway. And not only do you get the most amazing views either side of London, because you can go on both walkways, but why is that like that? That's because I didn't cut it straight. But there's also a glass floor in the middle of each walkway, which is just amazing because, so that's there. So I'm going to have something here. Because you can see down into like the bridge, the Thames, people walking across. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well, I found it fun. And as I said, we've never done it before. So it was really nice doing something with him that we haven't done. He was a bit unsure about the glass floor. Considering how I am really bad with heights, the glass floor didn't actually bother me. Which is crazy. I don't understand that. But there you go. So I'm going to put that like there. That's in French. And I can't find my book page. I've tidied up because I was in the middle of crafting. So I'm just going to put it on the back of here. I was in the middle of crafting and then I had to stop now that it's bright enough to do this. And yeah, so we did the London Bridge and I took him to Leicester Square. We had a walk around the South Bank. South Bank's one of my favourite. If you don't, you probably don't know London unless you live near it. But the South Bank is opposite the Tower of London, and you have to cross Tower Bridge. That's one of the ways. There's a lot of bridges. If you like, there's lots of different points you can get over. But Tower Bridge is like one of the main ones as soon as you come off a main tube station. And Tower of London is literally here on this side, and then along the South Bank you have so much, and you have like HMS Belfast and the Golden Hind and the Globe. There's so much on the South Bank. I love it. It's one of my favourite places to go in London, to just walk down it. And then we took him over to Leicester Square because he really wanted to go to Chinatown. And in Leicester Square, you have like all the big shops, like the Lego store and M&M World. And we got straight into M&M World, which was crazy because normally there's a queue outside. We got straight in and he just couldn't believe, like, he was like, oh my God, like there's 4 floors. I was like, I know. And we got straight into M&M World. And yeah, so we went there, and then we went and saw most of Chinatown, which was, I always love going there anyway. The food, the smells. Took him to the Chinatown bakery where he got something. Took him into some of the supermarkets there. And then we went to this amazing donut shop. So you kind of walk out of Chinatown down the street that has all the beautiful, amazing Asian ice cream shops and bubble tea shops and things. And I took him to the donut shop, which he was like, oh my God, look at everything. And I said, I know, I love this place. Unfortunately, I can't really eat anything there because they only have a few things that are vegetarian, and everything else is not suitable for vegetarians or vegans. So, but the donuts look amazing, and he got something there. And then we took him back and we took him along Westminster Bridge so that he could see like Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament and everything. We walked all along there. And then we took him to the London Dungeons, which he really, really loved. And we just had an amazing day. And I said to him, because he was like, I'm exhausted. Like, we got there for about 10:30 in the morning, and we got home like after 6. And he was just like, I'm so exhausted. And I said, yeah, but you've only realistically seen 2 parts of London. You've seen part of Leicester Square and you've seen part of the South Bank. That's it. Because obviously he actually, where he lives in Wales, he lives, well, sort of on the outskirts of Cardiff. So that's obviously a capital city, and Cardiff's his local town, so he always goes into Cardiff. And he was like, oh, it's just going to be like Cardiff but a bit bigger. And I was like, no, I've been to Cardiff. It's not like, Cardiff is an amazing capital city, but London has over 60 million people just living there, let alone tourists that come. And so I was saying to him, well, no, it's not like that. You are going to be quite surprised at just how packed it is, especially in the tourist areas. Like, you know, it's going to be super, super packed. And he couldn't believe it. And he was just like, everything's so big. And like, even the escalators are massive. And, you know, last time he was on a tube, he was 4 years old, so he doesn't really remember it. And he was like, oh my gosh, he loved it. He absolutely loved it. He's already talking about trying to arrange to spend longer there, like to actually book a hotel or something and stay for a week, you know, when he's a bit older. He's only 16 now. And yeah, he absolutely loved his time there. I'm going to cut out this little fishy. He absolutely loved, hold on guys, I need my smaller things. He absolutely loved his time there. I'm looking for my smaller scissors, guys, but I really don't know where I've put them. Okay, these I'll have to do. And it was just really nice. And like I said, Tower Bridge experience. If any of you have watched one of the Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, you will recognise Tower Bridge because there's a whole fight scene in it. So yeah, oh my God, so many stairs. If you're into steampunk or anything like that, the architecture inside, it's all like brown painted metal and bolts. And then we went down into the engine rooms, which is actually under the Thames, but you don't realise that because of the way you walk to it is obviously like underground, but through the you come out over the bridge and then you go down these bits. Yeah, and to be under there where the original kind of engines were and to read all the history, that was really good fun. So yeah, it was just so nice to do something I've never done before. We got some great views. Oh, he was such a good sport considering he's 16. every few seconds I was like, stop there so I can get a photo for you, and go stand over there so I can get a photo of you. I thought the fish would go quite nice. And you know what? He did. He really did. His mum, my sister, said to me, she was like, oh my gosh, he's smiling in so many of those photos. I was like, I know. And then we took him out for a meal. On his last night here, we took him out for a meal. And did the whole birthday thing, you know, got the store to bring him out a birthday cake and sing happy birthday. And again, it says organic fresh bakery there. I kind of want to put that on there because it reminds me of going to the Chinatown Bakery. And yeah, do you know what? Like, they made him this giant balloon hat and everything. And do you know what? He actually wore it. I was amazed. Like, at first, my partner and his uncle put it on his head so he could, like, video it and stuff. And then he put it back on to eat the cake. So I was like, yeah, he was complaining. But, and then it was really sweet because when we then dropped him off, you know, when we did the crossover again with his mum, it was actually exam day, like GCSE exam day over here in the UK. So she brought his exam results with them as well. So we got to be there when he opened it. Do you know what? It was just amazing, guys. It was just amazing. And obviously, I don't want to put a picture of him, you know. Firstly, I haven't asked him, so I don't know. But I don't want to put a picture of him here. I'm obviously doing that in my personal journal. But oh my gosh, this has come together so quickly, guys. It really, really has. And yeah, we had the best day. So again, I know I've been chatty, but honestly, I just loved having him here and doing all these amazing things with him, and making a memory page on my Margarete Miller. And so let's check what we've got. We've got something fast, the train. To be honest, the train's quite fast, but the tube is fast. Not as fast as like in Japan and places, but it's fast. And he was surprised. He was like, if there's one coming every like 1 minute or 2 minutes. I was like, yeah, that's the tube. So we've got a train, a scrap from a paper pad. We have these cut out, which just reminds me of our cinema visit. We actually went to see Meg 2, The Trench, because he loves Jason Statham. So again, like the fish and the water and stuff, it was actually quite good fun. I'm not a Jason Statham fan, but flag, there's one up there on my photo. Architecture, the beautiful Tower Bridge. Text other than English or your native language. We've got French. And tissue paper is here. And it just reminds me of all the things we got to eat and the cinema and all that. And even the French, he was talking to me a lot about his trip to France the other year as well. So that's why I chose French for that, because he was telling me all about lots about that. So that's it, guys. What do you think? It is such a simple page. It came together so quickly. And you know what? Just because it's every time, like, I'm smiling as I'm creating it. That's how I feel. I'm smiling. I'm remembering that the days we had him here and all the things we did. We played games, because we played a lot of games, board games and that in our house. So we played games with him. We watched movies at home as well as go to the cinema. And I mean, he was exhausted, bless him. He kept getting into bed by 10 o'clock and zonking out. And I think it's because we're up every morning by like 8. And yeah, I said, when you get home, you can catch up on your sleep. But I'm smiling as I'm making it. So even though it's not that complicated, you know, your collage doesn't have to be complicated. And as I always say to you, you know, memory keeping, anything you want to do. This is just going to make me smile every single time I look at this page. I might even write the date down here somewhere, because yeah, it just reminds me. I should really put a 16 on there. Just because I should really put a 16. I think a 16 will go quite well down there. So I might do that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, let me know down below if you've been to Tower Bridge, and if you've done the Tower Bridge experience, guys. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my chatty collage creation. And I will be back again soon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're making memories and having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now, guys.